Well, welcome to Steve Fox News.
Oh, thank you. Fox News, yeah.
Yes, Fox, you've heard of Fox. We wanted to ask you a couple of questions today about things going on with the election next year and see if you have some insights. What do you think about Hillary Clinton?
I'm sort of a Republican.
So what do you think about Bernie Sanders?
Bernie Sanders would be...
He's not Republican. Is he Republican? He's not Republican.
He's Democrat.
He's Democrat also.
So he
God.
would, I think he would be better
So
as
the
a
Republican
Democrat.
is
It's
Rubio.
Donald Trump.
Trump,
It would
Trump,
be Donald
okay.
Trump. So I
should
think
have
Bernie
looked at the notes
Sanders
before.
would be more, to me, he would be more...
Republican.
He would be a more Democrat.
Than Cruz.
No, than Hillary Clinton.
Right.
Yeah, I think he would be a better president that would be Hillary Clinton.
Right.
Yeah.
And what do you think about him appointing, you heard Aaron Ross from Indiana as his running mate?
Heard, but
Oh, what do you think? He's, kind of more conservative guy. Yeah.
I think that would be a better choice. Yes. More
You've heard of him
conservative.
before, some of his policies.
Yes, yes.
Were you kind of nervous or hoping that Trump was going to appoint Ross? Was that?
I think so. I would rather have him somebody with more conservative views than,
And the educational background.
Yeah, the educational background and all that.
I'm sure he's pretty cool too if Trump let him on.
Trump, what do you think? What do you think about Ross? You're saying if Trump let him on, then
Ross is a pretty strong name, so I think he's a pretty cool dude.
Right. Tzipi Ross also, it was a shocking, discovery that they're going to name her head of rabbinics for the new candidacy. Was that a surprise to you, or you kind of felt once they brought Aaron, they were going to bring in Tzipi?
Well, I think that they will make a good team. They will with Mr. Trump.
Right, obviously. Yeah.
Hopefully they'll be successful.
So what do you think about the rumors of the appointment of Dr. Aaron Ross as Trump's running mate for vice president?
I cannot believe he's making such a horrible decision with his life.
Ross. Ross or Trump?
No, Ross. Well, Trump, he's an idiot. But Ross, how could he do this?
Right. He's had a good career till now.
Well, that's what I've heard. But I cannot believe that he would follow a man who I just can't even talk about it.
But from what I saw, the whole, sending Mexicans and, back and all that stuff.
Also, Ross being Mexican, half Mexican will help balance
Exactly.
Aaron Ross from Michigan.
Aaron Ross.
You know Ross?
Yeah.
Nice guy?
Yeah, good.
He's funny?
Yeah, good.
Smart guy?
Yeah.
A doctor?
Yeah.
And rabbi?
Everything.
That's so. On that aligns Jen Wiederkehr. They're making her like head of public relations and running everything day to day at the White House.
Yeah.
Right. So you heard right. So what do you think she'll be good at that?
I think she's a great lady.
Along that same line, what do you think of his recent appointment of Senator Aaron Ross from Michigan as his running mate? You think he'll be good, bad?
I really don't have a comment on that. I think it'll be pretty good.
You think he'll help balance Trump out?
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty good only because he's kind of like a flip side.
Ross is more conservative,
Ross is a complete 360 as between.
Which is only 180 away from the opposite of being Trump. Right. Bernie Sanders' recent appointment of Dr. Michael Wiederkehr from Indiana to be the Surgeon General.
Yeah, I didn't follow that yet, but
you've heard of Wiederkehr as non-smoking and right.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Listen, Bernie is like I said, they all have their different ways of doing things, and Bernie is definitely like I don't think he's tough enough to run the country. You know what I mean?
Wiederkehr is. I mean.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think so. They all have different elements that's helping them out. But definitely he will, definitely he will.
And
so
Wiederkehr is no nicotine ban, the whole thing. The nicotine ban with no nicotine allowed.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But
it won't happen, right? No. It's too much money is generated.
Definitely, that's not going to happen. But
and also, what about the no tanning? I've heard that half hour on, half hour off,
that's
leaving
not
beach.
Work either. Right. I mean, that's a choice. You know what I mean?
Right.
If somebody wants to do that, they can do that.
Go to Canada.
Exactly.
Yeah. How would you spell Wiederkehr?
Wiederkehr. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I don't know.
Take a stab at it.
W-E-D-C-K-E-R.
Yeah.
W-E-I-D-I-C-O-R.
I think it's W-H-I-T A-K-E-R.
Forrest Whitaker, very good. You got it.
Yeah,
Ding.
so I got it. Yeah.
Wiederkehr.
Wiederkehr.
W-E-W-I-E-D-I-E.
Gotta start from the beginning again.
I forgot the first couple letters.
So start from Kerr.
Kerr. K-E-R. U-R. K-A-R. K-I-E-R. Kerr. C. Q. Z. I don't really know.
Not even close. What do you think of Jen Wiederkehr and her being involved and going to be in the White House and, you know, going to take over and push her say into things and, you know, be female, stuff like. So what do you think of Jen Wiederkehr?
I'm not exactly sure. I've not really heard too much about this stuff. But the way you're describing things about how he could be like a bad person and how she's involved in this and like not just involved but like encouraging it, then I think she'd be just as.
That's you're saying Jen Wiederkehr encourages Michael to.
Yeah.
Ross being more like the calm, you know, people look at Ross as this guy who's just like, you know, conservative, you know, he was the Democrat, you know, congressional representative from Michigan, so he's, you know, much more of a peaceful guy. So I guess, you know, what would you think of, you know, Dr. Ross kind of being, let's say, VP?
He's more conservative.
Yeah. Ross is more. I'm saying Ross is more conservative. His policies are more conservative. So, you know, what would you say about the rumors for Dr. Aaron Ross as the next VP?
That'll be good. I mean, if he's conservative, that's good. I'm a conservative guy, so you know, so that will be good.
I happen to think that it's a refreshing change with Trump on the political scene.
And Ross with him.
And Ross with him, yes.
Well, if Donald Trump asked my dad to be vice president and my dad accepts, then maybe my dad can turn Donald Trump into a somewhat normal person.
W-I-E-D-E-R-K-E-H-R.
So I just wanted to talk about some details about the dinner. If you guys have any questions, we can talk about that now.
Sure. Well, I've been working really hard on my speech. I'm looking forward to talking about my life story and about what inspires me about Beth Abraham. I wanted to talk about fun memories I had with Beth Abraham. So yeah, great. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so there's no speech. It's just going to be a video.
No speech.
No live speech.
Okay. Well, I guess you know, I can write some really nice stuff for the dinner journal. I can talk about my wife and the kids and, you know, tribute to the rabbi, things like that in the journal. So that's good.
Okay, no journal, so that won't be necessary either. We're not having a journal.
There's not going to be a journal.
No journal.
Will there at least be a song?
No song.
But it's tradition.
No song.
Okay, well, thank you all very much for coming and have a good night.
So we first got involved in the shul when we moved in. The shul was actually looking for a youth director, which was not why we moved here, but it was an opportunity that presented itself right off the bat. And I could say that I officially got involved as the youth director, but it really was both of us being involved in what was then a growing youth department. We moved in just as the shul was starting to get large, and at that point there weren't that many teenagers in the shul. There were a number of younger children, and over the years that we've been here, and over the years of our involvement, certainly with the youth of the shul, so we saw the shul go from a smaller shul, a younger shul, to a shul now with a thriving youth department at all ages.
I credit my parents and my grandparents for setting the example for me and for the rest of my family to be involved in communal activities like the school and the shul. People often ask me, or actually they really never ask me except for maybe you, Steve, about how I got involved in Beth Abraham. And What sometimes people do ask though is, the shul seems so big, they don't really need my help, and how, I don't know how to get involved. Apparently there was a need for a Gabbai Sheni, and I went up to Jonathan Schloss. I said, if nobody is interested, I would be happy to do it. And the rest is history. That kind of led on to going to Gabbai Rishon and then being involved in the executive committee for several years. And I have to say that it was amazing working under the various presidents, starting with Elchanan Dulitz, and then Ari Wieder, and then David Schild, and then Ari Gelman. And of course, Daniel's doing an amazing job, but I'm not currently in the board. So that, I would say, just a little bit of early involvement has really led to to many years now of being involved in Beth Abraham, which I have found very rewarding.
So our participation in the shul over the last few years has been focused most recently in the area of the Adult Education Committee, which isn't a direct outgrowth, but certainly related to the Ramban Shir that I've been given for the last number of years. It's kind of a step beyond our involvement in Motzei Shabbos learning for a number of years, which I think is one of the most fantastic programs that the shul has. And what I would say to everyone in the shul, if you're not already involved in some way, is just look for even some small way to get involved.
I think Aaron's and my inspiration for becoming involved in Beth Abraham really come from our parents. Both my parents, Shlomo and Marcia Fredman, and Aaron's parents, Michael and Debbie Ross, have been founders of their shuls. My parents, coming from Chesterfield, Missouri, in a small community, really have taken leadership roles over the last 40 plus years they've lived in their community. And my mother-in-law and father-in-law have been founders of Beth Aaron here in Teaneck.
When I sometimes look around the shul in Beth Abraham, and I see this is really a wonderful group of people. But when I get down to each individual person, I'm really get incredibly impressed with the individuals, their contributions both to the shul and to the community. We're just surrounded by a great group of members here.
We love Beth Abraham. We love the fact that the Rav and the Rebbitzin make our shul so special and so warm and so loving. It's a place where we feel comfortable. Our children love coming to shul. We love going to the different shiurim. We love going to the different activities the shul has planned for our family. It's a place that is filled with so many nice people. We've made so many friends throughout the years, and we are so grateful that we are part of such a wonderful shul.
When I get older, I want to be the president of the shul. The thing I like best about shul is Motzei Shabbos learning.
My favorite thing to do at shul is play with my friends after the minyan's over.
I like going to shul for the rabbi speech.
They have all different minyanim, and a lot of times they also have minyanim for the kids. So if the kids don't want to go with their parents and they want to see their friends, they can go to a minyan with some of their friends. And there's just a lot of incorporation of the younger generation at our shul.
One thing that I really like about the shul is the sense of community you feel in the shul, and the rabbis are always very hands-on. Rabbi Neuberger and Rabbi Cohn, they're always helping out everyone that goes to the shul.
The thing I like most about the shul is the opportunities that it gives to people of all ages, starting from when you're much younger, whether it's going to groups or MSL, and then even when you're older, if you're a teen, there's a teen zone.
I like to go to shul and I love to kiss the Torah.
I like going to shul because my friends always go there and I like to see them and daven with them. And I also like to daven with my mom.
One thing I like about the shul is that on the Yomim Noraim, my dad davens for the Amud. And I think that that's really special and that's really important to me, and it really affects my davening.
I like the shul because it's so convenient for the house and that I can go there whenever I need because it's so close.
What I love about the shul is that last year when I was at the bat mitzvah age, I went to Rabbi Neuberger's house every other week for a wonderful bat mitzvah class, and it was really nice. Rabbi Neuberger always gave such wonderful shiurs, and I really had a good time with all my friends, and it was nice to learn before my bat mitzvah.
Mazel tov, Mommy and Daddy. We love you. Ross, Ross, Ross.
We are truly honored to be sharing this evening with the Rosses, a family that has enhanced both our shul and community in so many ways. We also want to thank the Executive Board, the General Board, and the Dinner Committee, led by Ora Kornbuth, the Dinner Campaign Committee, led by Sheva and Dov Adler and Yatsi and Rachel Friedman, Kenny Yeager and 5-star caterers for the delicious food, and Steve Fox for having the patience to video us and our children several times.
We want to thank the shul, in particular Rabbi and Rebbetzin Neuberger, Rabbi and Rebbetzin Cohn, and the entire board led by Daniel Kamenetsky for giving us the Max Sternbach Leadership Award, L'Zecher Max Sternbach and his beloved Magda, Tibadel L'chaim. And we want to recognize that this is an opportunity for us to continue our involvement in the shul, and we really appreciate all that the shul's done for us and for our children.
Thank you, Beth Abraham, for giving us this honor. It's a true privilege for us to be here tonight. Hope everybody enjoys their evening.
My favorite part of shul is running around and always in playing cards. Just kidding, Rabbi Neuberger.
I want to wish my parents mazel tov. They should go from strength to strength. Did I say that right?
You guys are okay being on the news? We have to ask you that.
Yeah.
You like everybody?
I want to be on the news.
Right, everybody wants to be on the news. It's, right, Channel 7, you're okay with that?
Yeah. Is that even a news?
Well, yeah,
channel?
it's a combination of Fox, Bloomberg, CNN.
I thought it was Fox 5.
It used to be, they switched.
I think I know.
WHEICR. So how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
What are you here to see?
I don't know. What are we here to see? Pop Star. Yes.
Some other people just saw it. They said it was terrible.
Oh,
I don't
it's
know.
all right. Yeah.
He's such a calm guy, but he's got all these different plans. So kind of what do you think of Trump's appointment of Aaron Ross?
Honestly, I don't know who Aaron Ross is.
So yeah, you know Dr. Aaron Ross, you've heard all the rumors about him. What do you think about him potentially being Trump's running mate for vice president?
I'm a little bit upset about him.
Upset why?
Yeah, he's a pretty dumb guy.
You think he's not going to add anything?
Nah, he's not going to do nothing. He's going to mess it all up.
Yeah, probably need parents to get in.
Yeah. You guys, what are you guys doing? You're sneaking in, or?
No. We're getting the tickets.
No,
we're not. That's okay.
Just jump. You go around the side. There's a door in the back of the bathroom. You just go around.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My friend actually works here, so he'd probably be really mad.
Don't tell your friend.
Okay, that's a good idea. I won't do that.
Like where he would lie, like where his loyalties would lie, like what he's trying to do, or what he plans to do.
Maybe Ross wants to start in his own shul for Tzipi, and she's going to be the rabbi or something.
Maybe.
And our comments wouldn't be complete without thanking the one individual who really has inspired us to a tremendous degree, who really lives up to what the rabbi often says about Noam ol mitzvot, about approaching everything with a real sweetness and gentleness. Shimmy, without you, I don't think we would have been able to reach this moment. So thank you for everything that you've done for us, for our family, and for every visitor who comes to Ashkama.
Let's head into Cheesecake Factory, see who we can get. Maybe we'll get some people here. Come on, Steve. Oh, this is awkward. Ronit, how are you?
Hi,
actually just doing the shul video.
Hi, shul video. Hey, what's up?
You were getting water.
I was in the bathroom after the parade. Go Y&J.
So you stopped at the garden.
Yeah, yes.
What do you think of Beth Abraham?
It's a great shul. I only eat at kosher places, and I daven there religiously.